Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a fun haul of my great-grandmother's hats. And before we get into it, I just want to give you a little background on her. She was a seamstress for Saks Fifth Avenue. Then she married well, so they were pretty wealthy. Unfortunately, my family isn't wealthy, but she was wealthy at the time. And I wanted to show you the hats. This is why some of the stuff is, well, all of this is expensive. Vintage hats. I don't know how much they go for now, but I'm kind of excited to see how much they go for on eBay. And all of that, unfortunately, my grandmother didn't keep everything in pristine condition. Because a lot of this stuff would probably be worth a lot more money, but we're going to go through it. And all of this stuff is going to be auctioned off on eBay. So I don't know this brand, but I'm sure I'll find out. This looks like a fur hat. Little shop. This feels like a real fur hat. So I'm going to have to figure out what that is. Oh, actually, there's a receipt. Oh, that's exciting. So they spent $70 on this. Let's see. They have the date 5/1. Oh, they don't have, you know, it'd be so cool if they had the date that this was actually sold. No. Okay, so this was for two, it looks like this was for two hats. $45 and $25. This receipt ended up here. It doesn't tell me the year that it was sold, unfortunately. But that's kind of cool, isn't it? And this is the only hat that's in there. It's fun to look at old receipts. These hats and stuff are probably, I want to say, from like the 30s or 30s through like the 50s, 60s, somewhere around there, because my grandma was born, I believe, in the 20s. And so her mom was working as a seamstress to begin with, and then married well. Okay, this is from Ritz Tower. Unfortunately, this box probably isn't worth anything because it's really damaged, but I'm keeping everything in the boxes for now. Look how cool this hat is. Oh, and they lived in the city in New York, so this is why this stuff is fancier. This must have been a favorite of my great-grandmother's because she has so many of these type of hats. Von Witt Teller. And they all have, a lot of them still have the pins in them. And that's to hold it. I don't think there's anything else in here. No, just some stuff that fell off. I never met my great-grandmother. She passed away before I was born. But I was told she was very stylish. Okay, there's a lot of these boxes. Here's another hat. Same person. Von Witt Teller. For Jean Barthet, made in France. Look how cool that is. I don't know any of these styles. I have to look up all of this. I do not normally sell vintage, but we have a tag. We have a tag. So it looks like she got this for $10 and it was originally $35. Got a little bargain on the hat. It's kind of cool to see tags from so many years later. It's 2023 that I'm opening this stuff up. Here's another one. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is gross. Like this one is gonna have to get thrown in the garbage. Okay. So we have a union-made hat in the USA. This doesn't look like anything too special, but I don't know if made in the USA straw hats are popular or not. So we see someone can always change out the ribbon up here because the straw is still in really good condition. This is Saks Fifth Avenue. That's a cool hat. This looks very 20s to me. 30s or 20s. Could be more 30s. Best. Can't read that, but if you can see that. Best something. Look at this pearl hat. How cute is that? There's one more hat in here. Julie Inc. Fisher Building, Detroit. This may have been, this is probably from the 20s because my grandma lived in Detroit for a little bit. So this must have been when they were living in Detroit before my great-grandma went to the city. There's a lot of hats. Another one of these. It's like a Sunday hat. Look, it's got the netting in it. That's an interesting style. Bonnet Teller still in Irene of New York. So this must have been a popular place to go get hats in that time period. Miriam Louise. This is like a crushed velvet type of look. You gotta be careful because there's pins and everything. And there was no receipt in those, unfortunately. It's kind of cool to get the receipts and see how much people paid for things in that time period. And $35 was a lot of money back then. Just moving the boxes so I can get to more. This one, I believe I'm going to hold it over here because the netting gets everywhere. Oh, the netting fell off. Oh, this one actually has a size on it. This is Saks Fifth Avenue. It says size 22, I believe. You can see the pins are and everything. And then I believe this was to hold. Make sure you can, like, what's it called? You could put something in here to hold it on your hair so it doesn't fall off. That one didn't have a thing with it. Let's see. I believe this was used to carry hats luggage wise. Saks Fifth Avenue. And this stuff is already listed on eBay, and I'm gonna assume that by tomorrow when I hit this video, that these will all be listed as well. This one has a little stain. It's listed. Aldolfo at Saks Fifth Avenue, and then I believe this was $72. Biancalani, and let's see, Firenze. So this is Italian, made in Italy, expressly for Bonwit Teller. And I couldn't find exactly what style of hat this is. This is listed on eBay. And like I said, they all have the pins in them to hold it in your hair. I believe there's one more. I think I got my fashion sense from my grandma, my great grandma. Okay, yeah, one more hat. There's a lot of them. This one's listed on eBay. All of these will be up on auction. And this is Ranchoffs. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I believe this tag is from the 20s. 20s or 30s, somewhere around there, because it doesn't say San Francisco on it yet, and the other ones that are from the 30s usually say San Francisco on them from my research. Okay, that's all of the hats. Hope you guys enjoyed. Put this here. It's kind of fun to see, isn't it? A little blast from the past, very vintage items. Thanks for joining me and getting through my heritage a little bit.